This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900. News is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
Welcome to News 25 here on KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. Today is Monday, April 3rd. Well, the local economy got a boost as law enforcement officers from all over took to 120 miles of pavement, 20 stages, over 8,000 runners, guests, family members, and support staff, hot days and cold nights, blood, sweat, pride, and honor. 6,000 runners, support personnel, several thousand family members, friends, and almost 1,000 race volunteers ran through Pahrump on the way to Vegas over the weekend, starting out 25 miles north of Baker on Highway 178, traveling down Highway 372, then Highway 160, ending at the finish line at the Rio All Suite Hotels. The Baker to Vegas race kicked off over the weekend for 2023. At the start of police training almost 80 years ago with the Los Angeles Police Revolver and Athletic Club, 2023 Challenge Cup Relay was a great success. Culver City came in first, followed by Newport Beach Police Department, and third, West Covina. Final times, 15 hours, 27 minutes for Culver City, Newport Beach at 15:44, and West Covina, 16:04. Teams from all over the world competed, including Canada, Berlin, and Hamburg, Germany. The Challenge Cup Relay was created by Chuck Footy and Larry Moore from LAPD Metro Division as the Death Valley Relay, running through what they called the Devil's Graveyard. The first stop was Baker, California. The runners then passed through Pahrump during the evening hours and were welcomed by Alice Eichner at that time, receiving coffee, water, and cookies. They considered Pahrump the halfway point. Each runner is followed by a pilot car, clearly marked with their patrol division's name on it and a number that was assigned to their department. Every year, funds are raised for fallen officers and their families. There's also a memorial video that the Baker to Vegas Challenge Cup Relay puts out for fallen officers who have passed throughout the previous year. This year, the Baker to Vegas Challenge Cup Relay says that they had 145 VIP law enforcement dignitaries, chief of police, agents in charge, and sheriffs attend with the crowds. If you would like to see any additional video or the race results in entirety, you can go to bakervegas.net. Well, the former President Donald Trump is expected to be arraigned on about 30 charges in New York on Tuesday morning. The indictment is remained sealed. The exact charges are unknown. Expert reports that they are possibly related to hush money payments made ahead of the 2016 election to two women who claim to have had affairs with Trump. He has denied the affairs and any wrongdoing. Trump was indicted last week by a Manhattan grand jury convened by District Attorney Alvin Bragg. Trump is the first former president to have been impeached twice and the first to be criminally indicted. Supporters of the former President Trump held a rally at the intersection of Highway 372 and Highway 160 on Saturday morning. Bruce Schuenberger talked to News 25 about the event.
We put this event together in less than 2 days after the so-called indictment of our beloved President Donald Trump. We were compelled, my wife and I, to actually do something. So we put the word out. Got a PA system, and a whole lot of people feel better. They got their anxiety out. They recognize that you're not alone. What's going on with our justice system is a crime, literally. I mean, it's just hypocrisy. And that's one of the reasons that we're out here to support Donald J. Trump, who is a president that supported the people. First president in modern history that actually is not on the tape. and has done things to make our country great. And unfortunately, you see the stolen elections have consequences, and we have an issue now where we may end up with World War III because of the weakness that we have. Our dollar's a shamble, our border's overrun, the people are frustrated, and they don't have a lot of outlet to do this. So we're going to be doing this every Saturday going forward. We'll probably start at 11 o'clock, 11 to 1. So come on out and raise a flag and be a part of what needs to happen in our country. We show our solidarity, and there's nothing that can stop we the people. This is our government. The Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments are the Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights were written for the people, not for the government. The Bill of Rights are to protect the people, not the government. And people need to understand that we have all the power if we exercise it.
Well, one patient was transported to local medical facilities following a two-vehicle crash in a South Side intersection over the weekend. One person was transported with injuries via Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue ground ambulance to Desert View Hospital on Saturday night as a result of a two-vehicle crash at Gamebird and Homestead Road. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies, Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, and auxiliary units arrived on scene. Both vehicles sustained major damage as a result of this crash. Deputies with the Nye County Sheriff's Office are conducting the crash investigation. All occupants declined to be transported to medical facilities at the time of the incident. Traffic was diverted around the scene during the investigation and cleanup. And a female was taken via medical transport to Desert View Hospital after she reported that a sedan struck her van from behind on Mans Road. One female was transported to Desert View Hospital sustaining head injuries as a result of a rear-end collision that occurred on Sunday night on Mans Road and Vicky Ann. The driver of the van said that they were traveling southbound on Vicky Ann and stopped at the stop sign in order to make a left-hand turn onto Mans Road. That's when they were struck from behind, which turned their van around. They said that the driver of the Cadillac did not have any headlights on their car at the time of the crash. The driver of the van was transported via Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue ambulance to Desert View Hospital. The driver of the Cadillac declined to be transported at the time of the crash. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies are investigating this crash. Traffic was open to through traffic during the investigation and cleanup of the scene. News 25 will return in just a moment.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest-reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, a juvenile was injured following a two-vehicle quad crash on Shelley Lane. The other teen involved claimed no injury at the time of the incident. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies assisted by Nevada Highway Patrol responded to a two-vehicle off-road crash that occurred on neighborhood streets on Shelley Lane, across of Barney on Friday night. Involved were two juveniles. One juvenile was transported via ground ambulance to the Mercy helipad on Calvada Boulevard via Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue ambulance. There they rendezvoused with Mercy Air to be airlifted to a trauma center in Las Vegas. The other teen did not claim any injuries at the time of the crash. The juvenile's parents arrived on scene and took custody of the off-highway vehicles. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies are investigating. Well, at a recent Board of County Commissioners meeting, Pahrump Valley Regional Transportation received funding to provide transportation to school students for after-school activities.
Pahrump Valley Public Transportation, under the Nye County ARPA Recovery Plan and Policy, received funding in the amount of $60,700 to assist with public transportation for school students and extracurricular activities.
And today we would like to propose a couple programs that we are wanting to initiate. These would be pilot programs that are much needed in the community. I've been running this transportation in Pahrump for the past 10 years. 5 years of that has been dedicated to Pahrump Valley Public Transportation. Over the course of those 5 years of running solely Pahrump Valley Public Transportation, we have gathered quite a bit of data about where the shortcomings are in transportation, who needs it, who doesn't have it, what areas we need to focus on. And with this funding made available to us, we would be able to handle some of these areas that are really deficient in transportation. One of the primary ones is for students for extracurricular activities. Currently, Nye County School District does not provide any transportation for any students after school. This sways a lot of students not to participate in sports. They don't have the transportation, drama, tutoring, etc. And we want to start a program to provide transportation from Rosemary Clark Middle School and Pahrump Valley High School and get them a designated way home. And they would schedule it just like anybody else would through our system. Also, we want to reach the outlying areas of Nye County, such as Tonopah, Amargosa, and Beatty. We want to be able to establish a route to those two areas that are definitely underserved as far as transportation. We would be doing extracurricular after-school activities such as football practice, baseball practice, band practice, whatever it may be. And that was one of the things that she just mentioned. Amy Nelson, that was her, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was one of the things. That would be inclusive. Pahrump Valley Public Transportation, the way it is currently run, we do a curb-to-curb service. So when we stop at Pahrump Valley High School to pick up 5 students, their parents or themselves would have already called in and scheduled those rides. They would already be on a manifest for that driver to take them directly home. So there would be no meeting spot or anything like that. We would pick them up directly at each one of the schools and take them directly home.
To call for the vote, please.
Aye.
Chairman, aye. Congratulations.
Well, if any of you know me, you know that this is something that is something I really care about. April is National Autism Acceptance Month, and for those who are unaware, many children with autism tend to have sleep issues, which can impact their health as well as their families. But new research has found a set of interventions that could prove helpful, even virtually.
We were able to show that it was feasible to do via telehealth, that families were able to log on, get on, and then take the intervention back and apply it.
Psychologist Dr. Cynthia Johnson with Cleveland Clinic Children's took part in the sleep research for children with autism. She says more than 70 families participated in the trial, and the results showed that using a behavioral approach, which included preventive and environmental modification, was beneficial. The interventions were customized to the individual's family needs. In addition, researchers discovered that the education gave parents more of a sense of competency in handling sleep-related issues with their child. Dr. Johnson says it's not always as simple as telling a child to go to sleep, but what they can do is introduce changes to help promote sleep.
For a night wakening, for example, if a child wakes up at night, we can't say don't wake up at night, but what we can teach a child to do is instead of, if they wake up at night, don't get out of your bed, maybe call out to a parent or ring a bell to signal that they need help falling back to sleep.
Well, Dr. Johnson says there's no one main cause for why children with autism tend to have sleep issues. That continues to be researched. News 25 will return right after this break.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on.
Well, if you're looking to adopt a pet, Pat Lemming from Never Forgotten Animal Society is here to talk to us about a cute Chihuahua mix named Benny.
Today's Save a Pet segment is made possible by Realty Executives in Action. Put the team at Realty Executives in action for you.
Hi everyone, this is Pat with Never Forgotten Animal Society. I'm here with Benny. He is a Chihuahua mix. He's an older boy. He's about 5 years old. He is coming to us from a home where his dad had to go into assisted living, and so now he's here with us looking for his new home. Very, very mellow guy. He's kind of a couch potato. He likes being in your lap. He likes being involved with you. His best thing would be to be in bed with you and under the covers and enjoying all of the warmth from that. He is just a sweet, sweet man. He's used to being in a home. He's used to being with people. He's used to being spoiled. He's a little bit overweight, but that can be fixed really easily. And as you can see, he is just a very mellow, kick-back kind of guy. He just wants to be in a home where he can have a lap to lay on and a door to go out and go into his yard. If you're interested in Benny, he is here at Never Forgotten Animal Society. We're located at 3091 North David Street, off of Bella Vista in the north part of town between Blag and Leslie. Our phone number is 775-537-8674, and he is available to come by and see anytime. No appointments are necessary. His adoption fee is $250 with any of our adult dogs. He has been neutered. He has all of his shots, rabies vaccination, and his microchip. So come on in and meet Benny. You cannot go wrong with this guy. He's just a really kickback kind of a guy. Just really, really likes to be held and loved. So come on by anytime. You're welcome to come and see any of our dogs. We have approximately 40 on site right now of all sizes, ages, and sexes. So come on in. We look forward to seeing you.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, we've been getting reports of snowing all the way around Pahrump all day long. And of course, up there on the mountain, we're taking a look. We're going to find out what's in store for our weather with John after this break.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios and worldwide on that local BTV app. Get the app, win the prize. That's a simple message on a Monday evening. Let's take a look at our weather map. You might notice a little wind advisory sign up there. We'll talk about that in a bit. But right now, Fernley and Fallon, 38 degrees are the cutest little weather twins you ever did see. Carson City, 34. 31 out in Tonopah makes you the Cool Spot Award winner. Goldfield saw 34. 47 out in Beatty. Amargosa up to 56 degrees. But are they the Hot Spot Award winner? Heck no. That'd be Las Vegas. 60 degrees. Ring, ding, ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. 70 degrees out in Death Valley and here in the Paradise Pahrump. Let's take a look at our current temperature. 48 degrees. Could feel better. It was 52 just a little bit earlier. Those winds all day out of the west and northwest at 19 miles per hour. No bueno. Sun rose this morning at 6:27. Setting this evening under gorgeous, partly cloudy skies at 7:07 this evening. And we'll look for a low tonight of 32 degrees. Should be a gorgeous sunset, though. I do like some clouds around sunset. Makes nice colors. And as we check out the rest of the week, well, what do we got coming up? Oh, wind advisory. Yeah, look at this. All right, so here's this big giant map of all the horrible things that could happen. We're way over here. This is us, but we have some gusts coming at us tonight, up to like 40, 50 mile per hour winds. Things to, secure in your yard. You might want to. It's going to get a little blowy tonight. And as we head on into the rest of the week, what do we see? Oh, man, what do we see? Well, there's some wind tomorrow, 18 mile per hour. We got sunshine coming at us. And look at those temperatures rocketing up. Look, we're going to hit 82 degrees on Sunday. What a gorgeous weekend we have ahead of us. 85 on Monday. We are going to be complaining about the heat in no time. This is starting to shape up like springtime was just a memory, and it's almost gone. So there you go. Make your plans. Back to the desk. Here's Deanna.
That is wild to see that span of that 7-day forecast from 54 degrees all the way up to 85 next Monday. I can't wait to see that difference, but I think we're going to go in some kind of shock. I'm not sure. Anyways, thanks so much, John. Well, that's going to wrap up this edition of News 25 from all of us up here on the Hill, Ace Country Radio and KPVM TV. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.